There's something the most American thing you ever heard of. A Bass Pro Shop making a fucking pyramid.
That's American?
So I was like, this is a cool company. I'm sure completely normal things are happening there. Never happens, okay? Started working on a Cabela's video, found out that they're actually owned by Bass Pro Shop. Okay, I'm gonna do a Bass Pro Shop video. And now there's Indian spiritual leaders and crystal skulls and pyramids and curses involved, and I don't even know what's going on.
What?
Today we're talking about the most American thing that has ever happened. That time that we took the world's 7th largest pyramid and...
Okay,
This is in Memphis.
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's actually not a day's drive from here if you want to go check it out someday.
Do they have the giant fish? Because that's something I love doing back when we had free time. We used to just randomly go to a Bass Pro or Cabela's and we just walk around. It's like kind of like a free, what would you call it? The zoo?
Aquarium.
Aquarium. Yeah, the free aquarium. And I'd love looking at the giant fish. And there was this one that was white with the black spots. They called the cowfish, and it was so cute. And it's probably dead by now.
Turned it into a Bass Pro Shop.
And
just so we're on the same page, it is not the simple fact that America turned the world's 7th largest pyramid into a bait and tackle shop.
That's what it looks like on the inside of it.
Wow. That's very...
the most American thing ever. No, the most American thing is the story of how it happened because it reads like a Redneck Indiana Jones script and it's absolutely insane. But we're going to get to it right after a word from our sponsor.
Ads.
Why are you dressed like that? Why do you have a Tech 9?
I'm going to the farmer's market.
Okay, that explains the outfit. And turn around and sell it to data brokers on the internet, and then they're going to turn around and sell it again. Basically, did they call it that? I have no idea. So then why did I bring it up? Because it kind of sounds like a gay bar, and I think that's funny. Moving on. So Johnny spends his childhood growing up in Springfield, Missouri. His dad owns a chain of liquor stores.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bass Pro is based out of Springfield.
Oh.
Stores in the Midwest. There's absolutely no way that guy's not making a ton of money. There's literally nothing to do in the Midwest other than drink and figure 8 race, which, if we're being honest, is just racing with an intersection while you're...
How come we've never been to that? What is that?
Figure 8 bus racing.
Let's do that.
Well, they don't have it at Kansas Speedway. I don't know where they have it around here.
Aw, that looks
half
fun.
drunk anyways.
Hell yeah.
So Johnny
Bus
presumably
races?
has a pretty good childhood because his dad is taking him on all these hunting trips. He's going bass fishing out at Lake of the Ozarks, and he ends up becoming this huge outdoors guy. He goes off to college where he, and I quote, majored in fishing.
You can do that?
Comes back home from college, doesn't really know what he wants.
Wait, that's a thing?
I guess if you can major in fish, maybe biology.
Fish biology? He wants to be like Jotaro.
He's the Midwest Jotaro.
To do, but he does know it's a humongous pain in the ass to find good fishing equipment because remember, this is like the 1970s. There is no Amazon. You can't get on the internet and buy all the fishing stuff, okay? Bass Pro Shops doesn't exist yet. You got to know a guy that knows a guy that's making lures in his basement if you want to get good fishing tackle. So Johnny, fresh home from college where he just learned...
Oh, then you just go to Walmart, right?
Walmart wasn't a thing back then.
Really?
Walmart didn't start getting big till the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh. I don't know fucking history. I don't know fucking time.
The laws of supply and demand. There's a huge demand for fishing stuff, and there's a very low supply of it. Figures he's going to fill that gap, and he's probably going to make some money doing it. So he takes out a $10,000 loan, rents a U-Haul, travels the entire United States, making connections with local bait and tackle shops, and buying up all of their inventory, and then brings it back to Springfield, Missouri, and starts Bass Pro Shops in the back of one of his dad's liquor stores. Now, remember what I said.
Wait, so Bass Pro's older than Walmart?
I wouldn't say no, because Walmart started in the 60s, but Walmart didn't blow up to like the 80s and 90s.
Oh, there was just not a Walmart around them?
Yeah.
And they probably weren't exactly doing...
And they probably weren't selling bass...
fishing stuff at the time.
Said, there is no Amazon. You can't get online and order all your fancy bass fishing equipment. You got to know a guy that knows a guy, and pretty soon, Johnny Morris becomes that guy. His phone number is getting passed around the fishing community like wildfire. The next thing he knows, he's getting phone calls from other states all over the country, placing orders, and then he's mailing stuff to people. This goes on for about 2 years, and then after that, he realizes he has an enormous catalog of names, addresses, and phone numbers of all the big fishermen all over.
God, you never stop to appreciate how lucky we are when it comes to online stuff. And the
we live in
amounts...
amazing times in a lot of ways. I mean, hell, look, you can make a living just sitting on your ass behind a VTube avatar, for crying out loud.
I wouldn't say really a living. I mean,
But-
other people, yeah.
Well, anyway.
The United States of America. So he takes a risk. He prints out 10,000 Bass Pro Shops catalogs in 1974 and mails them to absolutely everybody with all of his products inside. This explodes into a humongous mail order business, which is basically the Amazon of its time. And as he continues to grow the business, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to start selling fishing boats out of my catalog too. But I'm not just going to sell the boat. I'm going to sell the boat with the motor and the trailer, all for one price, one-stop shop. You get everything.
Oh yeah, funny, when I used to go to Norwood and Springfield a lot of times, I passed by their manufacturing plant down there.
Oh, what does that look like?
Just looks like a plant, but you see all these bass boats and shit in the front of it because they're getting them ready to ship out.
Everything. Up until this point, if you wanted to buy a fishing boat, you had to go buy the boat, then you had to go buy the motor, then you had to figure out how to get a fucking trailer. It was a whole day-long event. Now you could just call up Johnny and have the boat delivered to you. It was perfect. His boats end up becoming the most popular boat in America and the most manufactured boat on the planet. Then in 1980, he realizes, like, you know what? I bet people would really appreciate a place where they could just drive their truck, pick up the boat on the trailer, be able to look at all the fishing lures, all the stuff I have for sale. I'm going to build an enormous retail place. He builds the world's first Bass Pro Shops outdoor world. It is 300,000 square feet. There's fish tanks. There's exotic animals stuffed all over the walls. It's not just...
Yeah, I love that. It's like it's like an amusement park with taxidermy. A taxidermy amusement park.
You know the one, I like the one in Independence. You walk in as a giant longhorn cow, right? We ate that cow.
a store. It's basically like a dead zoo, except the fish are alive. It's
zoo.
basically Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for rednecks, okay? People travel from hours...
Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for rednecks.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure dead animals.
hours away to make their pilgrimage to Bass Pro Shops. Okay, I can't stress to you enough how big of a deal the first Bass Pro Shops was, okay? To this day, the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield, Missouri is considered the largest tourist attraction in the state of Missouri. This one single...
Yeah, because I remember when I go down there, I always see signs pointing to that damn Bass Pro.
Is it? Okay, so this is the one that's the pyramid, too?
No, this ain't the pyramid one. This is the one in Missouri.
This is just the oldest one, maybe?
Yeah.
The first?
The store gets over 4 million customers a year. Okay, that's 11,000 people a day inside of this bait and tackle shop.
11,000 people a day go to it. Think about that.
It's okay, so it's not so much just a
it's an
it's an amusement park.
Yeah, it's a redneck amusement park.
Like, wow, that's a lot of people. No, that's a metric fuck ton of people going to buy fishing lures, okay?
It's an amusement park with taxidermy and sells guns instead of candy. It does sell candy
No,
too.
they sell guns and candy.
They sell guns and candy.
Disneyland gets 40,000 people a day. You've got 25% the business volume of Disneyland, and all you're doing is selling fishing equipment. Johnny Morris is literally the Walt Disney of rednecks at this point.
Okay, I guess back in the day, all he was selling was fishing equipment. But they don't just sell fishing equipment. They sell apparel. They sell guns. More guns. Apparently candy. I remember they had stuffed animals and junk.
Yeah,
they sell quite a bit of stuff now.
How come you keep saying everybody that shops at Bass Pro Shops is a redneck? Buh. Don't do the whole I'm gonna get offended over literally nothing bit, okay? Nobody cares, okay? At the end of the day, there's only two types of outdoor people, okay? There's Patagonia wearing outdoor people, and there's Bass Pro Shop outdoor people, okay? You've got outdoor people that want to save the environment, you've got outdoor people that want to eat the environment, okay?
Eat the environment! I want to eat the environment!
By the way, interesting fact, I don't know if he'll get to it.
American redneck Willy Wonka factory.
Interesting fact, Bass Pro does a lot of conservation around this, like all over, but especially in Missouri. So
the ones that want to eat the environment, sorry, you're a redneck. That's just how it goes.
I think we offended somebody out here. That ain't funny, is it, sis?
Anyways, outrageously successful. So, when you find something that works, you keep doing it. So he opens up another one, and another one.
Another one.
And then another one. And next thing you know, he's got over 200 Bass Pro Shops, outdoor worlds, all over the country. So now at this point, Johnny Morris has built the business out wide, and the only place left to go is up and down. He vertically integrates the entire thing. So Johnny Morris figures, okay, well, who's upstream of me? I'm the middleman. I basically buy shit from a factory. I sell it in my store. I deliver it to the customer. Cool. I'm gonna go backwards and I'm gonna start buying all the factories that make the shit in my stores. He buys out the boat company that makes all these boats, which to this day is still the most popular boat in America. And
is that where Cabela's comes from?
Cabela's actually was a competition that they bought out, but that's an interesting story. He'll probably get to it.
I suppose somehow the Redneck one is a OSHA compliant. Also compliant.
But Cabela's actually was a competitor, and they were a public business. So someone, like some anti-gun group, bought them out, like did a hostile takeover, and when they did that, they wanted to force Cabela's to quit selling guns. So Bass Pro came in and bought out Cabela's outright, owns them all.
And we get to keep our guns?
Yeah, because Bass Pro is a private company.
Cool.
They're I think they're the largest private company in the United States.
Cool.
The company that makes the most boats in the world. He buys the company that manufactures the four-wheelers that he sells in his stores. He buys up anything and everything that he can, and then he makes that the Bass Pro brand. And in doing so, his brand is now absolutely everywhere. It's on boats.
What the fuck?
That was a pretty fish!
What fish was that?
Is that CG? Is that fake? Is that real or fake? I don't even know anymore. What is that?
Cool Cat's here.
Cool Cat. Hello.
Happy America Day.
Druckamon. America Day.
Logo's here too.
Hello, welcome. Let's throw show did a good thing. Yep. Hello, what's going on? We're talking about redneck fish.
Redneck Mecca.
It's on boats, it's on ATVs, it's on clothing, it's on dining room sets, it's on fishing equipment. It's absolutely everywhere to the point that everybody in America knows that brand. It's one of the most recognizable brands of all time. And
I swear, I want to say yes, but I don't. God, I love AI, but at the same time, it's making things like, is that real or not? It's taking the eyeballs away. You can't believe your eyes anymore. Shit.
I won't believe it. I'm gonna say it's real.
Doing so, it's kind of polarizing, right? There's only two types of people in regards to Bass Pro Shop. There's people that like it and want to shop there, and those people are gonna buy his merch and rep the company because they think it's awesome. And then there's people that want to make fun of the people that shop at Bass Pro Shop, and guess what they're gonna do? They're also gonna buy his merch to wear it ironically in an attempt to make fun of those people. Either way, Johnny Morris is making money off of both.
That seems very counterproductive. I swear the people who are doing that stuff are just retarded.
I love Bass Pro Shop and hate the state I'm living in. Oh, where do you live at?
I'm gonna say if you hate it, it's probably California.
West Coast or East Coast states.
And selling his merch. It's absolutely brilliant. Not only is he conquering his own market,
he's with messed up hands.
Will Smith eating spaghetti.
He looked like some kind of creature from the deep.
I like how that's the standard for how AI is improving.
I know.
Figured out a way to monetize the haters as well.
Hi, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. I was too busy blocking out the haters.
So Johnny Morris has done it. He's vertically integrated everything. Like anything to do with fishing in America, he is inescapable. Like you got to go through this guy if you want to be able to catch fish, essentially. So he's like, okay, well, I need to expand into related markets. What's related to fishing? Hunting. Most people that fish, hunt.
Run away. Leave the place then.
Vice versa. So there's another company, almost the same exact business model and storyline to him, but it's the hunting version, and that's Cabela's. So he buys Cabela's out for $5 billion and combines the brands together. After acquiring Cabela's, there's only one more company that he's actually competing with, and that's Sportsman's Warehouse. So he goes to buy them out too, and he gets like all the way to the very end.
Yeah, Cabela's has a video game. Oh yeah,
a video game called Cabela's Big Hunt. Huh.
Move to the South Gulf. Find two Store, yeah.
And they're about to sign the contract, and Bass Pro Shops is about to own Sportsman's Warehouse, and the government agency, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has to step in and stop the purchase of Sportsman's Warehouse, because if he buys it, they're going to declare it a legal monopoly. He is not allowed to buy up any more of the competition.
This is the worst.
At this point, Johnny Morris is essentially won capitalism. The government has had to come in and say, no, you're way too good at selling fishing lures. You're not allowed to do this, because then you're literally going to be the only option in the entire country. We've got to stop you. Here's the gold star for winning capitalism. Great work. Enjoy being a billionaire. Have a nice day. So, John,
what about all the online money?
We live in a country where someone who all he did was sell fishing lures became a billionaire.
It took time and patience, but hard work. But eventually... Can people really even do that much anymore, though?
You'd be surprised.
You gotta have a brain. I was born in the Motor City. I feel more at home in Michigan than I do here. Yeah.
Johnny Morris was like, okay, the government stepped in, not allowed to get any bigger at doing what I'm already doing, so my only other option now is to either just call it a day and retire, or I can expand into a related market. And at that point, he realizes, like, okay, I'm going to do tourism. I'm already kind of in tourism already. I have the #1 tourist destination in Missouri, and my other stores are in the top 5 destinations in like 8 other states. So he gets more into tourism. He starts opening up Bass Pro Shop resorts, golf courses.
Ooh, fancy.
Turn your
cap lock off, bro.
It's a fucking music festival. And then one day, the Memphis Pyramid comes up for sale.
He just wants to scream. Let him scream.
Oh, there's where we're getting to the pimp. The
pimp. We're getting into a pimp now? What?
Bass Pro.
The Bass Pro Pimp? I've never heard of this.
This is gonna be in Vegas.
Thinking, why the fuck is there a pyramid in Memphis? Great question. Well, in the 1950s, there was this architect that wanted to make a big-ass pyramid. He actually wanted to make 3 pyramids, but it never got that far. He never got around to it in his life, but his son also became an architect, and in the 1980s, he resurrected the idea, got the funding, and built the 7th largest pyramid in the world on the Mississippi River in Memphis. Right out of the gate, the Memphis Pyramid is extremely polarizing. You've got taxpayers that are like, I don't want you to take my tax money and build a giant fucking pyramid. No. And then there's other people that are like, fuck yeah, this is America, let's build a giant pyramid. And then you've got...
You know what? There's the problem in laws. So they literally, they took taxpayer monies to make said pyramid?
It originally was a sports arena.
That's how they were trying to get away with it.
Jersey would be unfortunately being crushed by between 2 larger states.
It's not made of stone, so it's not true.
Oh, Almond Bros here. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, you too.
People coming out of left field like Alex Jones claiming that the people behind it are part of the occult and they're building a secret satanic worship temple or some shit.
These guys are admittedly into the occult. You can just look up their names. They're all over the local newspapers.
And originally, it was an event center.
So the Bass Pro Pyramid is a pyramid. I thought it was a pimp.
Oh yeah, this would have been the biggest. Would have been the biggest pyramid in the United States, but the one in Las Vegas is bigger. There's a casino in Vegas that's a pyramid. Yay. I think that's what he was referencing. Can't talk today.
Gabaggy.
And I'm about to go set off fireworks.
We're going to have basketball games there, boxing matches. Mike Tyson fought there. They were going to have concerts, all kinds of stuff. So they started building it in 1989. It finally opens up in 1991. And right before the Memphis Pyramid is about to open up, the maintenance crew goes up to the very top. And at the very top, there's a metal box welded at the top of the pyramid. And they're like, what the fuck is that? So they go, they get the project manager. They end up chipping away at this welding. They rip this box down. Inside this metal box is a smaller wooden box. So they pull that up, they open it, and there's like a box of just incense and perfume and shit that comes out. And inside of the box is a fucking crystal skull inside of a velvet cloth.
Huh?
What?
I knew it!
Oh, Logic Dude's here too.
Yeah, welcome.
The government has been using major point.
Ooh, government has been using a major portions of taxpayers' money for anything but welfare of average office workers, especially the Californian ones. And I just come in. Hi, welcome. Happy 4th of July. So, okay. No, I wanted to make a point here. Hey, Crystal Skull. So, the person who probably originally... I'm going to go into a little conspiracy head vibe here. The person who probably originally wanted to make this pyramid probably didn't want to do it on the best intentions. It probably was kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? Satanic-y?
Or maybe? Curse. Or a curse.
Let's go with satanic-y. Because aren't pyramids supposed to be like...
Don't worry, it gets weirder somehow.
Especially if you wanted 3.
So they track down who put the crystal skull there, and somebody finally admits to doing it, and it is the founder of the Hard Rock Cafe and the House of Blues, Isaac Tigrit, because originally there was...
Oh, yeah. Now that looks like a satanic worshiper if I've ever seen one.
God, I could see into this. I could see into the soul.
He looks so demonic. I don't know why.
Just came in for the pyramid lore. And a stoner.
I hope Trucker Kun had to save work week. Had a safe work save.
Safe. I would go with safe.
Yeah, and on the streets. The new Indian Jones series.
My eyes.
It's the eyes.
The Hard Rock Cafe inside of the pyramid still raises the question: why the fuck are we putting crystal skulls at the top like it's an Indiana Jones?
Evil.
Isaac Tigrit's reasoning was, I'm not making this up. I promise you, I can show you the interviews where he talks about it. When Isaac Tigrit was 27 years old, he was drunk driving his Porsche and crashed it, careening it off a 400-foot cliff. And as the car is rolling down the cliff, an Indian man appeared and held him through the crash, and he walks out of this car wreck. The car is just completely obliterated, and he walks out without so much as a scratch or a bruise.
He appeared instantly in this room.
What?
He picked me up and put me on.
Now, this is some demonic alien shit going on here with this guy. Whoever, yeah, no, I'm sticking with my conspiracy theory here.
Yeah,
okay, he's a Giga Stoner.
On a bed, he pulled my tongue out. I'm watching this from above. He places his hand on my chest and
this ain't stone, this is LSD.
Pushes on my chest, and the spirit went right back into my body.
A couple years later, he's in a bookstore, and he sees the Indian man that held him through this car crash on the back of a book.
An Indian, I just wanted his social security number.
And finds out that it's his Indian spiritual leader named Sai Baba. So he goes to India multiple times, ends up giving this guy millions and millions of dollars, and becomes best buddies with this Indian spiritual leader, Sai Baba. And when Sai Baba finds out that they're building a massive pyramid in Memphis and they're putting a Hard Rock Cafe on the top, Sai Baba gives Isaac this crystal skull and gives him instructions on how to mount it at the very top, because...
Yeah, no, this sounds very messed up evil. What the fuck? We went from learning about Bass Pro to weird crystal skull, Indian juju, I don't know.
Who's that guy?
I know,
it's gonna please the cosmos or put out good vibes or some shit. So that's what Isaac Tigrit does. Then, fast forward, the maintenance guys find it, they take it down, they track Isaac Tigrit down, and Isaac Tigrit is like, you need to put it back up there or you're gonna disrupt the cosmos. At which point they're like, no, that's fucking weird, we're not doing that. Alex Jones is already breathing down our neck, saying that we're some satanic cult.
I knew it! Hey! That's what I was saying. That was my conspiracy theory.
Hassan Piker?
Redneck Hassan Piker?
Yeah.
No, for real, I don't know.
Gay frogs.
Goo frog.
We're mounting crystal skulls at the top of the fucking pyramid. So then people find out about this. People start saying that now the pyramid is cursed, and it's starting to look like it's true because the first night it opens up for a concert, the sewage backs up and ruins the entire event. From here, it's
poopy curse. Come, then there it comes.
Just bad thing after bad thing after bad thing happening. One of the maintenance crew guys plummets to his death. People keep falling down the staircases because the stairs are too steep because they built a concert venue inside of a fucking pyramid. The seats are uncomfy because they made them too small, trying to cram as many people into this auditorium as possible. Again, because it's a pyramid. Which is not a great shape to have a concert venue to begin with. Eventually, a bunch of musicians refused to even play that venue because apparently the acoustics inside of a pyramid aren't that great. The entire venue just becomes synonymous with not having a good time. It's a huge waste of taxpayer money. Memphis is actually losing money every single month keeping this place open. And the people...
I have a theory. Maybe if they left the crystal skull and the potpourri in there, maybe the Indian dude, the reason why it was there was to keep it from being cursed.
That's what he just got done saying, that you need to put that shit back up there.
Put the skull back in.
People in Memphis start referring to it as the Tomb of Doom. So by 2007, the entire venue is just shut down. Nobody wants to go there anymore, and now there's just a big, empty, haunted pyramid on the Mississippi River in Memphis, Tennessee. Cue Johnny Morris, the guy expanding his hospitality and resort business, and he's like, you know what? I could put a Bass Pro Shop in that motherfucker. It'd be awesome. At face value, it's funny. Why wouldn't you go to a giant pyramid to buy a fishing lure? That's hilarious.
Yeah,
but we're also going to call it the Redneck Mecca. Why is that funny? Well, because Mecca is the holiest place in the Muslim faith, and every single Muslim on the planet is obligated to go there at least once in their life if they're physically and financially capable of doing so. We're going to quietly insinuate that every redneck in North America has a religious obligation to make a pilgrimage to Memphis so that they can buy a fishing lure from our pyramid. Then we're going to put a 100-room resort at the bottom of it. We're going to have a bowling alley. There's going to be an indoor swamp, a shooting range. It's going to be fucking awesome. I don't know what you're thinking. Why on earth would you want to put your retail business inside of a haunted pyramid? Because your customer base is rednecks. You want to know who doesn't give a shit about being haunted? Rednecks. If anything,
dude. To be fair, until the skull was there, everything was going fine.
Why the fuck not? Yeah.
You know what's? It's true. It's true. Because Trucker Man and I, we live in front of a fucking cemetery.
It's a nice cemetery, so.
It's a nice cemetery.
Makes it better. You know what's more fun than being able to go to a pyramid to buy a fucking fishing lure? Being able to go to a pyramid, buy a fishing lure with the slight chance that you're going to get to shoot a ghost with a shotgun loaded with rock salt. Okay, these are rowdy, fearless individuals. These are who Charlie Daniels was talking about. Okay, if you had a story about any other demographic on the planet that started out with they made a deal with Satan, it would be a cautionary tale where this guy loses his soul. Not rednecks. Rednecks are going to beat that motherfucker in a fiddle contest.
Let's go!
Win a golden fiddle because they can. So the pyramid being cursed, definitely not a downside. If anything, it's an upside. The only real downside, to be honest with you, is that, well, you're creating a tourist attraction for rednecks, and if they're staying overnight, they're probably going to get drunk and rowdy and get naked and take a cannonball into the fish tank.
Man made quite a splash at a Bass Pro Shop when he swam naked. Please see
Man swims naked in Bass Pro Shop aquarium. Wow, that's amazing. Just like turn water into wine. I'm turning to turn this holy shotgun into mine. That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, let's go swimming naked.
That sounds about right.
car in the parking lot, took off all of his clothes. He jumped into the water yelling cannonball.
And then, of course, there's a cost.
But why? Why would someone swim naked to this? Not if they're asleep in the United States of Louisiana. They just find a way to eat the ghost. Yeah. He was trying to reach Nirvana.
Buying the world's 7th largest pyramid that's on the river on prime real estate is going to be pretty expensive, whether it's haunted or not. So Johnny Morris doesn't really know if it's going to be a good business idea. He definitely doesn't want to lose money, so he just kind of like sets it in the hands of God and lets him make the decision. He decides, you know what? I'm just going to schedule a fishing trip on the Mississippi River right near the pyramid, and I'm going to go fishing for catfish, and if I catch a really big catfish, that's going to be my sign that I'm going to buy this pyramid. And sure enough, Johnny Morris goes on this fishing trip and catches a 34-pound fucking catfish.
Damn!
It's so cute!
Damn, that bug tastes good.
Why are you gonna eat it?
They got the one fisher guy. I don't know his name, but I always see him, like, he always does, like, weird bloopers.
Uh-huh.
He was famous, like, 20 years ago.
In the shadow of the pyramid. Okay, do you understand the significance of what I've just told you? This is the most American thing that's ever happened, all right? A pyramid.
A pole, or did he noodle it?
You know what catfish noodle?
I think it was with a pole, but yeah.
It got built in Memphis. It's the 7th largest pyramid on the planet that people now think is haunted because some millionaire that opened up the Hard Rock Cafe was drunk driving his Porsche and had a vision that he was saved by an Indian spirit guide. So he had him place a crystal skull at the top, and then it was haunted and run out of business. And then it got brought back by some dude that became a billionaire by selling fishing lures out the ass end of a liquor store in Springfield, Missouri. So in conclusion,
you know what? He probably had God on his side. That's all I can say. God and him, they scared out the evil spirits with the giant catfish. The fish! That's it! The fish keeps the bad away. Fish keeps the bad away.
There and it'll be fine.
Put some crosses up there, it'll be fine. No, it's the fish! The fish have the power to drive out evil!
Unless you're drunk and you go diving in it.
I was not. So the fish was chilling in the shadows of the pyramid.
I guess I don't know. I don't know how I got here, to be honest with you. I guess if we could draw anything from this.
And guns.
Pick and whatever you want to do in life, even if it's something
as afraid of guns, fish, and taxidermy.
Simple as selling fishing lures and get so outrageously good at it that you can then financially justify buying a haunted pyramid.
America!
Cause America? I guess.
Your devil worship fails, the hillbillies, the country boy can't survive, the John Deere hat wins. You lose, we win, your little devil palace is falling down.
What the fuck?
Alex Jones.
Well, the fish was actually a secret symbol for Christians in the day of Roman... I remember watching a video talking about that randomly.
Well, you want to end it here?
Okay, thank you for joining us. Bye.
Oh, all locals here. Why don't we do something here?
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug.